We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.
The news hound and talking about managers and clubs being fined. It's interesting that Fulham manager Marco Silva has been charged with misconduct for the comments that he made. Meanwhile, Erik ten Hag, who also did bring the game to disrepute by virtue of his comments, nothing forthcoming from the Football Association.
Let me deal with the domestic situation first. I'll come back to Ten Hag because that's another vintage whataboutism / apples and oranges.
When it's convenient, it's what about. How is it apples and oranges?
I beg. Let me first talk about this one.
How is it apples and oranges? No, I'm not going to let you finish.
Wait,
no, I will not let you finish.
Okay.
No, I will not let you finish.
No vex. Omalicha, no vex. I imagine I'm learning how to speak Igbo sports. You never know. Obina, you're smiling. You no comment for you since we are live. What? Lobby Stars. I'm happy at anything that curbs the excesses of our club sides because they need to be dealt with, But I'm a bit taken aback, or not taken aback. I'm a bit baffled by the fact that Dominic Oyeofa got off with a warning. He seemed to play a very prominent part in
the scuffle.
Do you understand? In everything that went on. So why not a stadium ban or something? Why?
Has anything changed, really?
That's what I'm pointing out. I mean, yeah, you find them, but you know that one of the major protagonists was the executive vice chairman. Then do some. Why warn him? Why issue a stern warning?
What was it doing there?
Exactly. What is a stern? What is that?
What was it doing there? Because I remember when PSG, and sorry for bringing this story, but PSG had where the sporting director came down to the technical area and come and see the way everybody was screaming, "What are you doing there? That's not your job. Go back and let the coach do his job." That's the sporting director of the club, not even the vice chairman. Just come down. Oh, come on.
So why? So I think guys, you've let yourself down there a bit. Use these people as examples. Do you understand? The high and mighty. Use them. You ban him. No, you can't come to the stadium for 6 months. Please. Do you understand? Don't just issue fines. Do you understand? Points deductions, bans. We don't. I'm not sure of the rules for that. The punishments for that particular
infraction.
infraction.
There should be rules on who gets to what area, and this
exactly
should be passed around all the 20 clubs.
It depends. What exactly is it that he did to stop the game from kicking off at the appropriate time?
The game was mad with a lot of contentious issues. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to punch a referee.
The very fact that he was in the John, it's like
no, but he's a first offender now.
Which first offender?
He's a first offender. That's why you get a warning. That's why you get a warning. Being a first offender,
I don't think
you get a warning.
The reason why that game was because number one, Lobby Stars are eyeing that they're top in Group B. They want to finish. So now there's more pressure, more tension. Which is funny.
Yeah, but that's why I asked the question. Do we know exactly what he was protesting about?
He acted.
Put it in writing and send it. Do it normal. Do it the formal way.
I'm not saying it's not right what he did.
He added to the volatility situation, so he should be punished.
But being a first offender, a warning.
No, I don't agree.
To be a first offender,
exactly.
What status got to do with this?
Because number one, I just mentioned that he's the vice chairman of the club.
He should know better.
He should know better. He should not be there. He should not be in and
around that. But now he's been warned.
If it does
happen again, it's been warned. It's normal now.
Rules are rules.
Rules are exactly. Is he intermediate market? What does IMC mean again?
Interim
management. I beg.
Every start of season, the organizers of the league should pass booklet to all the clubs. This is where you should pass and stop. Don't cross this line.
Don't cross, exactly.
Don't cross. That's not your. If you have write a report and send.
Okay, then going back to the Marco Silva things. When this week, you say, you said, what did Ten Hag say? Ten Hag
I have to look for it.
And then compare it. Because I remember Silva's comments where he actually accused Kavanagh of dodgy officiating in different games. He listed different.
If I remember clearly, when Arsenal had the same problem, they quoted different times when that referee had given them drama.
Well,
and I don't remember anything.
Was anybody from Arsenal sent off in that game?
No, it was a goal disallowed now. Was it the game against Brentford?
Yes, I know. I remember.
So they complained about because that result they put us now in a win. They drew that match. That means they dropped points.
I had the drop points.
And they all started citing when that red house on the first time.
No, I don't think so. I think.
I remember that Arteta too also called the referee out in terms of his words were about the officiating is.
No, and he mentioned names in particular. I don't think so.
That officiated the game now.
No, well, in this case, he mentioned names and he called Chris Kavanagh out. So I think he has. That's why he deserves to be charged. And there's nothing.
Had the same problem.
I'm trying to. Hopefully, I'll get it. But I'm still trying. But what he did say, I'm paraphrasing now. What he did say was that the referee
was totally useless.
No, he didn't say useless. What he did say was that the referee exhibited bias. Exhibited bias in the course of officiating in a particular game. As soon as I get it, I'll look for it.
The game. I remember we spoke about the game now.
We did. No, we did.
Was it the Southampton game?
Yeah, Southampton.
Was it Southampton game?
Okay, I remember when they said the referee was seen in a Southampton jersey. Picture the jersey about 2 weeks before the game. Yeah, I remember. Anyway, moving on to what my friends are looking for non-existent quotes. Onome Ebi saying that the Super Falcons are going to get semi-final. Hey, if you believe it can, you go, girl. You know, I hope it can happen. I really hope it can happen. I wish I will. I wish them well. I don't know how. I believe. I think I believe they can fly. I believe they can touch the sky. I believe.
Semi-final.
I believe. Yes, semi-final.
I think we should be very careful.
With the first thing to believe we can get out of the group without guy. But this one maybe has seen the light and repented by inviting Desire Oparanose.
There's a lot of problems. We speak about coaching. We speak about the players themselves. We speak about things that can happen during tournament. When you go to a tournament like this, a lot of things can happen. And those things is those small moments. Think about Nigeria. Every time we have failed, it's that small moment. 94, we mentioned the Olise situation. 2002, there's a lot of things to mention.
You said so 1998 ago.
Exactly. 2018, the same thing. We have made those small moments. 2010, I think was it Ali Ben or was it Keita? We have two moments to mention. So always that small moment. What makes you a winner is those small moments. How you go past those small moments. What you do in those small moments.
What was the moment in 2018? It was
Victor Moses allowing? Was Victor Moses allowing?
Standing like a rabbit, frozen in the headlines, doing nothing.
In 2002, I don't remember you criticizing the coach for doing nothing.
2002, where
the coach just sat down.
We weren't great anywhere in 2002. We took a young team to 2002. And we're in a very tough group, to be honest. Anyways, what else? What else? Bayelsa games. Do states have games?
Yes,
that's a good one. You know, that's a good one. Bayelsa is one of those states that they have an excellent Daniel Gali, an excellent commissioner of sports, and that's a very, very good initiative. And
two stories that are very interesting. First,
Charles, keep on searching for.
It says Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag criticizes Premier League refereeing after Casemiro red card.
Okay, and he says.
That's the issue that I'm talking about.
No, but read the statement.
It's a long. I can't go through everything.
Look for an excerpt where
it's a long story.
No, but read it.
It's a long story.
Read a paragraph. And when read a paragraph now.
Because you support a particular football team doesn't mean that you cannot speak the truth and be objective. Here, I've just read for you a story that says Eric Ten Hag criticizes refereeing decisions. It's right there. That has been overlooked by the FA for whatever reasons that there is.
Charles, for whatever reasons. Did I pronounce your name well? Charles Anazodo.
You can't keep doing things that seemingly be in your favor all of the time. That's not the way things are done. You're not being objective.
Charles, you're not
being objective.
You're not talking to children here. You know, Yoruba people can't.
Move on. There's nothing else that you want to comment on. Let's move on. I beg. I'm not going to be goaded into doing this.
I'm going to talk about FIFA money, the money increase. It's a good story.
Fantastic
it's a fantastic story. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that 2026, 2030, we learn from this. We also tap into this.
Do you know one of the reasons I got so upset that Junior Locosa didn't go to 28 World?
Because he's a useless player.
Because he would know. Because thank you for opening that door for me. Because his local club would have paid some good money. But one thing that FIFA, thank God, jettisoned. I think they've expanded the FIFA World Club World Cup. Yes.
Yes, for men, but for women it's still
for men. But thank God they jettisoned the idea of a biennial World Cup. That's having the World Cup every 2 years. I thought it was a stupid idea from the get-go. So really happy that's been dropped. What other story caught your fancy?
At the hand, thinking of Fury, just learn from your mistakes and move forward.
Do you know that? You know the irony of it? It is more likely that Tyson and Anthony fight now than Fury and Usyk. That's the irony of life.
Joshua will still lose to Fury.
Do you understand?
Joshua will lose. So don't.
For whatever reason, Fury doesn't want to fight Usyk.
But don't you learn? At the end, don't you learn? Is it that you just want to always put your boxer in the show glass?
That's his job. That's
his
job.
Keep embarrassing your boxer.
That's his job.
They're going to beat you.
His job is to get his boxer fights, and it's for the boxer to make the most of it.
The boxer cannot.
What do you mean he cannot?
He lost to Usyk 2 times. He's going to lose to
Usyk was a better fighter. He's a better fighter.
So Fury is a better fighter.
He has to convince the world that he can still do it this weekend if he wins against
Franklin.
What's that his name again? Franklin. He has to win.
That fight will happen ever before Fury and
instead of him fighting
Usyk doesn't want to. Fury doesn't want to.
Why not go and fight the likes of Ortiz, Parker again? Maybe go back again and start coming forward.
I mean, to be honest, a Fury Joshua fight will attract attention. But,
yes, that's it.
But the truth of the matter, I've lost respect for both fighters. Honestly, I mean, AJ's in fairness, he lost in the ring, but I think I think Fury is willing to play games because I can't understand. I said it here. I told you that fight was not going to take. When the eagle talks, I seen it from afar. I said that fight no go happen. I talk her here. A chance can hiss and.
I bet take messages like people who are more intelligent.
This one from Charles says, "Good morning, guys. I wasn't surprised by the team yesterday. A lot of the Super Eagles players have low football IQ, and that's not an insult. My personal observation. Please lower your expectations." Reginald from Lekki says, "Good morning, sirs. The bulk of the problem still falls at the feet of the NFF. Playing for the national team used to be a thing of pride, but now it's up for lobby. A coach caught in bribery is still allowed around the Super Eagles. Why will people not take the team for granted and play like they're doing a nation a favor?" Osaze from Surulere says, "Our politicians are earning and looting billions for doing nothing." And Mr. Shegun is saying the Super Eagles players should play for free or even reduce their incentives. Could it work? This one, Belex Baba says, "Good morning, Sports Zone crew. Uncle Shegun, God go bless you for me. I support you this morning. I said it yesterday. The coach might be everything we call him, but the players need to be scolded too in any possible way, be it bonus or something. Now, coach then will still put the ball for a net. See Joe Aribo yesterday. See Terry Murphy. Even see Osimhen himself.
Terry Murphy looked. I watched the first half. We're doing Monday. Terry Murphy looked as if he didn't really know where he was.
Maybe because of the position he was.
And then as for Osimhen, I don't know. Yeah, could it be possible that there was a time some people knew it wasn't me. They said that our president, he had a body double. Do you understand? I had it somewhere. Do you understand? Is it that it's Osimhen's twin that plays for Nigeria? Napoli has manufactured a clone. That's the word. He has a clone that plays for Nigeria, and the real one will be getting ready to play this weekend.
The funny thing, I remember we had the conversation about should players adopt to the system of the team or should the team adopt to them?
I don't know, because he's not clicking. He's not clicking in Super Eagles. I mean, at least I saw him play live against Ghana. He played, he was not the best on Friday. He really wasn't the best yesterday. What's going on, I don't know.
Good morning, guys. I think Uncle Shagun is right. The Super Eagles were pathetic. They don't deserve much bonus. Uncle Charles, you are correct. Every labourer deserves her wages. But I can bet you if a plumber you contracted did a bad job, I am sure you won't pay him. Any player that cannot play for the country without expecting money should go. Players will pay to play for the Three Lions. it should be that way for the Super Eagles too.
Femi, can I just jump in there? Yeah, there's something that the NFF brought up a long time. I can't remember what was the board before them. Amaju, the board.
It was the Megari board.
They wanted to do a code of conduct. I remember because I was in around them and we're talking about, and I think I used to write for the Punch then and all that, and get the players to sign a code of conduct. But you know what I heard? Somebody told me off the record, somebody very close to the NFF then, that because the NFF too thought that they might, that's why I say it's a systemic problem. They too might draw a code of conduct, which all parties sign, but they might not be able to meet their own obligations. But if you now put a code, look, playing for the national team, we pay your camp allowances as and when due, and match bonus is $2,000 because that's all we can afford. Then if you want to play, you will come. If you don't want to play, don't come. As simple as, really. There are people that are dying to play for this country that will give one of or something to play. Let's be real.
You don't need a code of conduct. It's not a military camp.
No, it's not about military.
It's not a military camp. That's why that idea was killed, because for grown men who are plying their trade in some of the
talk about
biggest clubs.
Is everyone not?
No, but there's no contract. You don't need but you don't need a contract to play for your national team.
Why not? Why not, Charles?
The code of conduct idea, Shegun, was instituted because of the behavior of the players in camp and their late arrivals.
Are they behaving well now?
That's why that code of conduct thing, it had nothing to do with monies. It was nothing about money.
To be honest with you, it should be about monies, about their general demand. All agree, sign. This is what we are paying you. The YouTube, the money is there. This is when we are giving it to you.
Sorry, did we sign for this new money we're paying?
What do you mean sign?
Because it says we should sign for the new money we want to pay them. I'm saying, did we sign for this old money that they're collecting?
I don't understand. What do you mean sign?
He's proposing that we sign a code of conduct, including their monies.
Yes. No. So I'm asking, across national teams, there's an understanding that, look, the federation says to the players, and they know because they're in a meeting.
I'm saying
the players are even involved in how much they get for the bonuses.
Let each and every player sign.
Why?
You can't be signing for money.
Why? Players are always coming going up.
That's a sign for money.
Let me read a few more messages.
Anybody will know on sign, make him no play again.
Adebola Timila Information says, let's continue to hide from the truth how the players have the right attitude when those that are supposed to be the head, NFF here, are not acting right. I understand these players are not doing well, but let the NFF do their part and let's see what happens.
It's systemic.
He now adds, which for me I'm going to counter this, if I come to your studio and you're not coordinated, how will I be? Let the NFF do the right thing. I also think the footballers should do the right thing. If the footballers do the right thing, because you say if you come to the studio, do you know if everything in the studio is working well? What I just give you is the work we've done our research. We come and do our work. You don't know if there are problems. You don't know if the toilet is broken. You don't know if there's no light in the studio.
And you don't care. All you want is to hear Sports Zone in the morning.
That's it.
Whether you have one microphone working or not is irrelevant. It's irrelevant to the listener. Same with the fan of the Super Eagles. We don't care whether you come to training camp in a Keke Marwa is irrelevant. The point is get on the pitch or play and get the results.
But as Sports Zone is, the lights are on, the ACs are working, the microphones are working, our output, Goodma Obina is videoing us. Is it video or what do they call it? Video recorder. So it's working.
No, but you don't know if the toilet is broken. You know if the toilet is broken.
I will find out when I leave here.
Good morning, guys. Uncle Shego asked the question, but Una just they laugh. I beg, what is KPI? We need to go for a break. That's what KPI.
It's amazing. No, seriously, you don't know Abi was a joke.
That's for me to know.
Obviously, you don't know.
How do you know I don't know? That's my KPI.
Let's go for a break. We'll read more of your messages. We'll also take phone calls after the break.
So for those of you like Shegun who has no idea what KPI means, it's Key Performance Indicator. Shegun, KPI, Key Performance Indicator.
Or index.
Indicator is not index.
Can be index at times. So just to show you that I know.
It's not index.
I don't. And what is your own KPI?
to make sure that I get rid of you.
Like you know, Charles. At times, they expose yourself. You don't know. Say don't set up for when I said bring out that Tehag story. Like, you are now reading a headline. It is well.
What are you talking about? Because even the Silva story that we read didn't have any quotes.
But I don't think
Okay, so what's the quote?
What's the quote? I watched the Silva interview.
What's the what? Okay, what
and
did he say?
it's a chargeable and offense without bail. He said bad things about Chris Kevin, like very bad things. Paraphrase. You see your word paraphrase.
Peter von Surulere says, I'm so happy with you guys' point of view regarding our Super Eagles players. We shouldn't put all the blame on the coach alone, as our players given enough to the Super Eagles shirt, which is a big pride to wear. I agree with the bonus suggestion, as I hope the NFF is listening to this show. Emidoma from Victoria says, good morning, Sportson. I think the NFF should put a limited number of 10 players coming from abroad, a number of players home based. I think with this, the national team will be competitive for every player.
You want the national team to have a quota system?
No.
You know one thing?
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Maybe. We need hungry players.
No.
Man.
As federal character, we're going back to it.
No, that's offensive. There's a difference between federal character
that's how it starts.
And giving.
Yeah, once you start doing quota system, federal character comes into play. Once you start it, that's just opening the door for federal character.
And I won't argue. You guys will know. I won't argue about that.
Shei Jobi says, this our national team matter tire me. Short of words, sincerely. Samuel Chukwueze needs to be dropped, sincerely. Because I don't understand his selfish game. As if he's aiming to be the highest goal scorer. It is well. Let's see, one more message. This one says, good morning, guys. I suggest the NFF should start placing a medical caveat before any national team plays any match. Super Eagles on the
Sorry, what is it?
Medical caveat. Are you suggesting national team players are crazy?
Mental health. I think some of them are. You see the hairstyles.
Okay. There's no name to this. He says, I remember Charles's argument some months ago about reading the quotes and not the headline. Uncle Shagun, please tell Charles to read the quotes and let's hear what.
Exactly. He was reading headline for us. It is saying we move like a. It is well, Jerry. Like, you know.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning, guys. Good morning, I'm Trevor. Good morning, Mr. John.
Hey, Damilari, what's up, man? How are you? How are my girls?
I'm good. So, yesterday I tried calling and I wanted to blast the Super Eagles. And they called and go to see. Those boys are playing like we owe them something.
Mm-hmm.
And my particular grudge is against Osimhen. What on earth? Guy, you are not scoring up. He's not scoring for us, and he wants all balls to himself. All balls to himself. Raise up his hand. Annoyed if they don't pass to him. He had, over these 2 legs, he had 3 or 4 clear-cut chances. Clear-cut chances, and he didn't convert one. So why is he making noise?
You know, Damilari.
The coach needs to drop Osimhen. The coach needs to drop Chukwueze. Those 2 players need to be dropped.
Damilari, you know, criticizing Osimhen, yeah? And I'm glad you spoke the truth because that's my mindset. But criticizing Osimhen is akin to criticizing Labour Party as we stand right now.
Exactly.
God bless you. Sorry, at this point in time, I want to excuse myself from the studio.
You can't touch him. Why can't he should be benched? You can't bench.
You can't. Why can't you?
Because of what?
You can't bench Osimhen. Damilari, I don't think. Look, I understand your position.
Your angst, yes.
But I don't think we can bench.
Why
Osimhen.
not? Why not?
We don't have a striker.
Why not? There's no player you cannot bench. No, there's no. Look, it's about tactics. It's about tactics and technique and what works best for the national team. If a player is not delivering at this level, find somebody. Why are you inviting other players? Find somebody else. Find another formation.
Even if he's scoring 100 goals for his club.
If it's not working, find another partnership.
Do you know I've always said that?
Look at our
Larry, thank you.
qualifiers also. Do you know that Osimhen was part of the players that didn't allow us to qualify?
Yes, I remember in Abuja.
Ghana, he didn't take his chance.
I remember very clearly.
Damien has a point, and Charles has a point. I do agree. I mean, and no player is undroppable. These are all the things we're saying. So that's why I add the NFF to this systemic problem. Because forget about Osimhen. We all know what he's doing. A lot of those players do not deserve their call-ups. How do they get call-ups?
I don't think anybody can bench Osimhen.
I mean, as I'm saying, what is Ahmed Musa doing in that
No,
spot?
but looking at who played, I'm agreeing with him what he said. Everything he said is truth. From the Ghana game to the ones, yes. But we cannot bench Osimhen now.
No, I disagree. You can't bench Osimhen. You can bench Osimhen and play another set of strikers and get the results that you want.
Talking about
you can bench Osimhen.
Was it part of the news? I think it was Saka's getting a new deal with Arsenal. That's absolutely fantastic. And hear what I'm saying: Saka earning from 70k to 300k. Sancho is on £350,000 a week. How? What a stupid club Man U is. The Glazers are demons.
How do we get from Super Eagles to Man U? The Glazers are demons. How do we get from this to
drag me out of the Glazers are demons.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm a first time.
Bell, where's the bell now?
What's your name?
My name is Kelvin.
Kelvin. Why are you missing the bell now? Ring bell for somebody. Hey, Kelvin, welcome, Jerry. Well done.
Thank you. So I just wanted to give my own 2 cents on the whole thing. I think that the major difference between man and a person is the mentality. So, imagine you as the coach, or let's say you are Pep Guardiola, and I am one other coach somewhere else, and then we play against each other, and then you outsmart me. It looks like the passes of my players are not delivering well, or they don't just do some things right, or most of the things they don't do right. But your tactics are just so perfect, and then you give me a 2-0 or 3-0 or 4-1 or something like that. At the end of the day, even though my players have their faults, but don't you think the buck stops at my table as the coach for my team? So I think that our players, I think they have their own blame as well, but more of it has to do with the coach himself. Because whatever mentality they need to exude on that field, it has to come from the coach. He has to say, guys, this is how you have to pull out your spirit. You have to do this way. You have to do that this way. And so I think it comes from the coach. That's just my own opinion, though.
All right, Gavin, thank you.
Yeah, the time that national, and because there's a level of inconsistency with the Nigerian national team, the time frame that a manager has with the Super Eagles is never enough to instill whatever it is that you want to. It's difficult. Maximum they can have together 5 days before any particular game. For a major tournament, what's the max you have with your national team? At least a month. At most a month. Yeah. You know? So it's when you talk, a lot of people compare club football and national team football. And they're totally different.
Yeah. And I tell you what, let me just add this. If you brought Pep to be our coach now,
this will fail. You will fail well.
The systemic imbalances, and it will so fail. Money will fail, crop will fail.
It's not even about the system. It's about these players cannot even play for Pep.
Where do you think some of these players are foisted? Do you think Marcel will coach up these pitches?
Like who?
Come on.
I'm asking you.
Come on,
you said it. You just said it now.
Hand it to my mouth and drag it out of my mouth. Come on, drag it.
Let me just see if I can let me pull out a few of the messages we'll just read. So there's Victor. Victor sends a message, says Osimhen can be benched. Even when Trent was playing well for Liverpool, Southgate didn't pick him for the Three Lions. Right. Okay, this one here says we cannot bench Osimhen. He's not the problem here, guys.
Okay.
When you're top nine, he's not getting the job done. He's not the problem.
He's not scoring.
Nope.
Exactly.
The service should change. Change the service.
Anyway, we do have to go. Thank you guys for listening in. Tomorrow's another day. Yeah.
Where is Mr. Motosho? Where is Mr. Ulafe? What's going on? Okay. Ramadan Mubarak. I guess our guys are, doing the spiritual thing. So
But the Guru is not fasting and he's here listening to you right now.
How long is the Ramadan?
I think
30 days.
30 days.
so. When does it end?
At most.
At most end of April, Abi.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
The Guru is fasting from the platform of the Latin. The Guru is fasting from the platform of the Muslim. The Guru is fasting from the platform of traditional
Worshippers.
religion, which Shegun is our leader in that.
I did see the the Guru. Good morning, sir.
Morning to all of you.
Oh, God bless you, sir.
Guys.
All right, sir. Well done. So we shall.
Charles,
Good morning, Guru. Why you not there here now?
He's in his village.
Oh, you've gone again.
The
why
Guru.
would you take me?
You've gone again.
The Guru. We are going to investigate you.
I can phone the chairman of the FCC to get
Guru.
When I grow up, I want to be like you.
No, you will be more than me by the grace of God.
Amen. The Guru. Well done.
All of you shall grow up well and enjoy your lives.
Amen. Amen.
You
The
are
Guru.
serving your children now. Your children will serve all of you.
Amen. And yours
Reach
to
your
the Guru.
status in life.
Amen.
And
Amen.
God will grant you grace of good health.
Amen.
in life.
Amen,
In the name of
Guru.
Jesus Christ.
Amen.
This place that you're always going to,
Thank
is
you.
there a Guru family part 2 there? Eh?
Charles, not your secret to fit,
Hey, Guru. Well done, eh?
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate all.
And on that prayerful note, we want to sign out for you now.
Don't sign off yet. Don't sign off.
Okay.
What is happening to our football?
And we won yesterday, Guru. So all is well. All is well. We're back on track. Yeah.
Hold on, Shegun. You won through the means of wobbling and fumbling to the final.
Well, we got the job done. They beat us at home. We beat them in their house. So we don't revenge. We have avenged our loss. The same score.
Not be Fanny and Musi. I will wobble and fumble to the final.
Yeah, to the victory, and he actually did so. So let's hope we can emulate that. All right, Guru. Thank you. Sports Zone, signing out.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.